area where I haven't been for a couple months. I came here a couple months ago, stayed about maybe 10-15 minutes. I found a hut here and I gifted and left. So literally 15 minutes. Didn't go no farther once I found that structure, kind of like a hut. Like I said, gifted and left. I'm back today. I wanted to wait till, late fall, early winter. Just getting over being sick. Oh man, it was, I'll tell you, it was pretty bad. I had some bad stomach pains. But I'm better. So I'm not going to say I'm 100%, but I'm in the mid 80s. So I'm here and we're going to check this area out. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you see anything, please leave it in the comments below. This is a no hunting area, so I am the only one here that I know about. I mean, there could be people here, but I don't believe so. I haven't seen nobody. So we're going to get in here and gift. We're not going to gift a lot. We'll put up a tree cam around the gifting area. We'll put some pheromone out and we'll see what happens. This will determine if we come back here this winter. This area is on the far southeast side of one of our areas that we hunt. So this is probably around, I would say around 7-8 miles away from the area that we go to, in an area that we're keeping open. So I just park closer because being sick. But I could hike from our regular spot to here. So what we're going to do is we're going to also look for water source. We'll see what's here. Alright, with that said, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, thank you for being here. And thank you for all the well wishes. I really do appreciate you all. And again, if you see anything, put it in the comments below. Or if you have any questions, put it in the comments below. I will get to them. Maybe not right away, but I will get to them. Alright, see you in a minute. Alright, welcome back. So I'm into the area. Well, one of the areas. I'll keep going. Again, thank you for joining me today. This is just a quick look. We want to get in here and do a night hunt or a winter hunt. On this side, now what I'm seeing a lot of strange things, structure-wise, playground-wise. No leaves on the trees here. We had some high winds the other day, and a lot of the trees that did have leaves on them lost their leaves. So I'm not going to do no knocks unless I get some, or any whoops or anything. If they're in this area, I want them to stay. If they're not, I don't want them to come to this area, so I don't want to really draw attention to it. Like I said, unless I get knocks or some whoops. I do have the 360 on. So background noises will come in louder. And hopefully we pick up something that I don't hear. when I go to analyze this. This is a great area. I think they'll travel through this area, use this area a lot. Here, show you get my wires out of the way here. Ohio's weather has been weird. We had gotten some snow, got about 4 inches, and then it just warmed up and went away. But we are out in it, so that's a blessing. Seeing some mounds here. And then I got sick, and boy, it was bad. That time of year. I don't know if it was the stomach flu or what, but wow. Seeing a lot of starts to structures here. And a lot of ends. They're just trying to get eyes and get a lot of coverage in this area. They know I'm here. I mean, it's said it ties into our other area. I don't know how long this video will be. It's supposed to have a rain and snow mix. So I'm not going to get too deep in. Maybe a mile or two. Now I'm hearing some walking. Like something's walking through the leaves. I could picture this area with a bunch of, greenery and all the leaves on the trees. Wow, would it be pretty thick. Now here's like a drop off here, ravine. Kinda, and goes out. Let's do this. Let's leave these apples right here on this log. Leave our gifting here. Sorry for the camera work while I'm doing that. So we got 4 apples out here. Like that. I'll come back this way. Let's see if those are gone. Here it's something. Oh, wait a second. I just seen something dark back over in here. I thought I did. Not sure, but... Huh. Sorry for moving. I'm trying to get my eyes back there. Remember, you all can zoom in. I thought I did. Maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. Not sure. If you see something, let me know down in the comments below. Back there. What am I? My eyes playing tricks on me. So I'm looking for anything dark, movements, distortion of any kind in the atmosphere here. Like I said, I don't want to do tree knocks or any whoops. Like I said, there's reasons for that. I know they're here. I just don't want to draw too much attention if they're not in this area at this particular time. Because we know just a few miles away they are, so. I just heard some kind of knock or something. Like a distant whistle. It is cold today. Very light winds to none. I think it's could be up to 5 miles per hour coming out of the north. Snow rain mix. I'm just taking my time walking through here. You hear that? Let me pause that. Okay, so I pause when I hear something, just in case I can enhance it for you all. That sounded like some tapping of some sort. Like boom, 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 boom. And then no more. Some tall trees in this area. Huh. Wow. I like finding scrape marks like that. Look like claw marks of some sort. Alright, I'm going to get in here deeper. I don't want to bore you all too much with me hiking. And I'll get right back at you. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And all the evidence from this walkthrough hunt will go to the Cameraman Facebook page. So if you haven't yet, come on over and join. We're drama free. Love to have you part of the family. Alright, see you in a moment. Alright, welcome back. So, I found some water. We're going to find out where this runs to. I think I have an idea. But it looks like, well, there's definitely swamp out here. Tell where there's no trees right out there. So that's swamp, but this water, all this water has to go somewhere. So, we're going to find it. So now we know there's water over here. Which is good. Everything needs water. And for an area to be successful and have activity in it, there has to be water. Unless it's just a cut-through area or a hunting area. But most hunting areas have water, so they're going to be wanting water. And we'll see if this leads over to a bigger area with water. In the distance, I'm hearing something like a, I don't know if that's a plane or maybe a blower. I don't know if the 360 is picking it up, but in the far distance. Alright, but I wanted to show you that. So we'll find out where this leads to, and I'll get right back at you. See you in a moment. Like whistling. Okay, welcome back. So, I just got something strange from over here, straight ahead. Now that's very dense back there, but it's possible there's a structure back there. It was a weird sound. It wasn't a deer or anything. I know rut is in still. It definitely wasn't two bucks fighting or a turkey or anything like that. Definitely, it was strange. I can't even mimic, you know. Again, it's one of those noises that I can't even mimic. What I will do is go back through Ohio's animal calls and PA animal calls and see if anything comes close to what I just heard. Yeah, straight ahead. Huh. This area is, like, this side is pretty big. It's a large area. Very hilly. You know, not overwhelmingly hilly. Just little hills, mounds, bridges. Very dense in this area. So you could definitely tell if there was leaves on the trees, you couldn't do much during the summer, let alone see far or close. Same with this side here to the right of me. Yeah, it would make for very hard filming. That's why some of these areas that we go to in the summer or in the winter and late fall are the only times that we can get into them because of how thick this is. going to keep going. Get a view over here. If we can get eyes on something. Oh, something's definitely in the tree there. Definitely there. Somebody's hibernation spot. Some kind of animal. Alright. See you in a moment. Sorry for these little snippets. I just wanted to bring that up to you and let you know what I heard. Alright. Get right back to you. Alright, just got something else strange. Straight ahead. There it is again. I don't know if that's an X or it's a whole tree. Natural, maybe not. Hear that? Got the camera pointed this way for a reason. That was strange. That's swamp out there. Okay, what is this out here? Looks like river of some sort coming through in the swamp, running into the swamp. Strange noises. Alright, I'm going to keep walking this ridge here. Go down and around. Huh. Alright, let me get over there. I'll see you in a second. Alright, welcome back. That's some sort of river system. Stream, maybe? I want to find where that goes. I can't tell if it's flowing or from here. Maybe a slow flow. I wanted to show you that. Alright, let me get out of this tick stuff. Get into a flatter area. Maybe down by that stream we'll look for some prints if we were any big disturbance. Alright, again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. See you in a moment. Alright. Welcome back. Strange distant call again. Seems like when I shut down the camera, put it in its holder, I'm getting calls like they're staying back. I'm still working this ridge. A lot of X's and bends in here. Again, this is a no hunting zone. So it's a big, safe area. You could have multiple families back here. Again, sorry for these little snippets. When I get these calls or sounds or anything, I want to get eyes in that general area. Get the camera moving around to cover as much land as we can. Very strange. I'm seeing a dark mass back up in here. Alright. I'm going to continue to work this ridge around. See if I can't get any signs. Continue cut up through here. Try to see where this cuts off. I'm seeing a couple, like through here, how it flows, and I see it cut off that way, and I see this one cut off that way. So I wonder if there's a main source that this is coming from. I can't tell which way it flows, but I'm thinking since there's a fork here, it's coming downwards and around. Alright. Get right back at you. Alright, welcome back. I'm going to leave this run while I'm hiking a little bit because I'm getting those like that. If you have headphones, put them on. I'm sure you'll be able to hear some of these, what I'm hearing, even though it's a little far away, but looks like there's a structure here. So I already marked it. Back in there. A lot of thick stuff. Yeah, something back there knocking. Remember, you all can zoom in and look back there. I'll keep the camera still. There's banging going on, knocking of some sort back there. There's a lot of axes back here and bends, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, hold on. I just heard like a crawl or something. Alright, Nothing started it. That was strange. Huh. Also, there's that ridge. I'm hearing heavy pounding. Boom, boom. Wow. It's like shaking the ground. Wow. Let me know. I just paused it and unpaused it just to see if I could amplify that. Let me know if you could hear that. It was literally shaking the ground. So that stream is out there. River, stream, I don't know. That was weird. Oh my gosh. Huh. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna keep going. Wow, that was strange. Let me know in the comments below if you have headphones on and hear that. That was strange. It was like boom, 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 boom. I could feel it on the ground. Wow. Alright, welcome back. So, I'm hearing a lot of stuff back this way. So I'm not going to keep going the opposite way. I'm going to come back this way and head over farther north, because just having that feeling, because of that pounding and those weird sounds I was getting, the knocks. I want to go towards that. I don't want to go away from them. Strange. Always follow your gut. When you're out here, follow what your gut thinks, what your mind thinks. I don't ever try to second guess myself. I always try to stay on point with my gut and what my brain thinks, and try to avoid the should I? Ridge. Alright, I'm going to keep heading this way, heading north, and once I get up there in an area, I'll get right back to you. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in a moment. Welcome back. I have the weirdest feeling here in this area. Why? I don't know. Something just telling me to be alert. Well, my body is. It's saying, hey, be alert. Something's not right. Here's a mound in front of me. I'll walk around that because I don't know what kind of mound it is. Could just be a mound from a tree or something, but I never want to disrespect anything in the forest. swamp. Something's telling me something ain't right. Something ain't right, or be alert. If you all see anything, make sure to timestamp it. You'll be credited with the find. I don't think there's anything would use the trees. I could be wrong. What was that? Huh. Let's keep going. I'm gonna let this run for a minute. Oh, look at this area back up in here. We need snow. Lots of it. Oh, that looks like a structure. Had a guy ask me if, he messaged me, asked me if I could take him into some hunting areas. And, said, "Do you hunt for food?" Or he's like, "Well, I just want to get a buck on my wall this year." And I told him I couldn't help him. It's one thing to be out here trying to hunt for meat for your family, but just trying to get a trophy. Nothing I can do for you. Not that I'm against hunting. Why am I feeling this way? Somebody wants to go out and get a deer for charity and donate the meat, get a hold of me. I'll put you in some great areas. But got to donate the meat to the homeless shelters. That's the thing about Ohio, all this land here. Has history. No matter if it's Indian settlers back in the Viking days, medieval times, all this land has history because of the fresh water. Something is watching me. You all do a phenomenal job on finding it, so. Whoa. What the hell was that? I was holding my breath so I could hear. Big tree. Wow. Now again, you all can zoom in. I'm just keeping this rolling. We'll walk some, and we'll stop and we'll pan around. I don't want to push myself too much today. But I definitely wanted to get in this area. Whoa. I don't know if you heard that. That was strange. It was like a growl while I was talking. do some taps. Nothing heavy. Just, but there's so many X's in here. This area. Some taps in 3, 2, 1. Good things looking my way. Back in the service area. Good to know. Alright, looks like we're coming up to a ridge with a bowl. So when I say bowl, it goes around in a circle and it goes down on all sides, down into what? A ball. A bowl. What we call a bowl. So many X's. Wow. X's and bends and it's starting to rain. Drizzle. Mound. Now look at this area. I believe when it's all filled in with greenery, these are good hideouts. Look at that from here. I have to get out of here shortly. Hang on this rain. End this and call it a day before we get stuck out here with rain and get all wet. But we did get in this area and definitely want to get back here. We're going to come back here all the rest of the winter time on this side. None of the guys been here before. Not this far on this side. So, I'm sure there's some kind of structure back here. I am sure they'll want to get over this far. Alright, guys and girls. I really do appreciate you, and thank you for all the well wishes. I really don't have much family in the area, so it's nice to get on there and read all the nice comments and this is going to be a great area, you know, just to get, just seeing this. Like I said, came in here before, but not long at all. No. I'm glad I marked it to come back to this side. Now, if we kept going and going and going, we'd eventually run into the area where we have done other hunts at. It's just you can't cover. I think this is like, I think it's around 5, 6, maybe even more, 1,000 acres. That we do. That's it. We know there's water back here. All right. Well, here's a little look into this area. We'll definitely be back. Got some weird things. We gifted apples. I'll hike back that way, and then we'll see if anything took those apples. We'll leave them. We'll set up a tree cam, and I'll show you all that when I get over there. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Love to have you. It's free to do, always. Love to have you part of the family. Again, if you've seen something, put it in the comments below, and you'll be credited with the find. All right, see you in a moment. All right, welcome back. So, just got done putting up the tree cam, facing towards our gifting in that area. Just seeing if anything's following me before I get to the gifting. Something out there. Okay, let's keep going. Lot of disturbance in these grounds. Very interested here. This area, you can tell the leaves are ruffled up. Great area. And our gifting still here. Right in the area that I'm interested in. And the tree cameras facing this way. Perfect. And we still have 4 apples. But they're here. So, whatever I catch on the tree camera, I will post up on the Cameraman Facebook page. That's where all the evidence goes. I know some of you don't use Facebook, but if you started an account and just come there and join the chat room just to see the evidence. Love to have you. Great conversations. And working on getting the chat rooms back up. And yeah, be fun. Working on getting some games up too for everybody to play together. That was fun. When they changed it, they took the games away, but they brought them back, so that's awesome. Had a lot of people beat me in checkers and chess, and that bow and arrow game, and what fun. Alright, y'all. With that said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll see what happens to those apples. If you've seen anything, put it in the comments below with your timestamps, and you'll be credited with the find. All the evidence gets saved onto a memory stick or CD or something. It gets saved with your name and the date that you seen something. With that said, I'm Jack the Cameraman, and we will see you all on the next time. Bye.